What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nathan, and on this planet we send it, and we're going to be getting today as well. It's been a while since I've done a garden vlog, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I've just been doing, Jeep video and Jeep and stuff, and I got more stuff. I'm leaving tomorrow to do some more Jeep and stuff, and I'm not complaining. Absolutely having a blast doing it. But I do know that some of you are watching these garden updates, and some of you tend to be the most loyal, so I absolutely want to get this garden update for you guys today, because in the next 1, 2, maybe 3 videos are going to be some more Jeep and stuff, which I'm excited to bring to you guys too. All right, I got a plan in place. Let's go ahead and send it. So you can see I went ahead and put the hungry bin out here. Let me show you why. It gets pretty wet there. You can see just like all this dripping down. And the thing about it is when you open it up inside the house, that's just dripping down right behind there. It's not dripping inside, it's dripping right behind it. So that's why I went ahead and brought it out here. But next here to the strawberries, and it looks like I need to water them, but the strawberries are still coming in onesie twosies. They've been coming in kind of slow, but it looks like we're actually getting ready to get a little burst here. Now that the worms have their new home, I'm going to be disassembling this and using the wood elsewhere. But we'll just come right on over and take a look here. The in-ground garden is doing great, and nothing really too much to report here. Still going really live and vibrant. Actually, I guess the one thing to say here is, if you recall when we did transfer the worms when they're being drenched into this area, and I just put a whole lot of leachate and the water into here, it looks like it's had zero negative effect, and everything is looking really good. As a matter of fact, back there, it's even looking a little extra dark and green, which is a good sign of health. Hops, this is absolutely done, and it's getting, we're just about a week or so, heck, and maybe even this weekend I might go ahead and clean things up, but I'm going to be taking those down, and man, these tomatoes that have been coming in, albeit they're not too big, they have just been ridiculously delicious. Like, tomatoes is why I started growing in the first place and having a garden and just expanding the garden. But the tomatoes this year, maybe it's just been a while, but they just seem to be like on a whole nother level. And let's see here, the loofah right here is drying up, so we should be able to cut that, open it up, pull the seeds, and get ready for the next, throw them in for the next year. The dual grafted tree is leafless now, so that is absolutely ready to be pruned, and the peach tree over here has already been ready to prune. Let's come in here and see how the semi-dwarf orange trees are doing. I'm looking for any growth here. I'm not seeing any growth quite yet on this one, at least nothing that's obvious. Let's come on over here to this other one. And also I'm not seeing anything new here quite yet either. So hopefully things are just growing their roots, and eventually they're going to be coming out and growing pretty strong. Persimmon's tree here is staying in it for over the winter, and the Mexican lime tree. Let me just take you up there. Look at all that yellow contrast over the green up there. Those are all Mexican limes ready to come down, looking like mini lemons. But they have been falling, and I've missed some of them. And usually they've been falling because if you see this one, it actually is splitting, and a few of them split because the. Oh wait, hold on a second. Yeah, this one a little bit moldy already. They're splitting and then becoming exposed, so unable to get to them. So what I may end up having to do is come in and pull in some of those a little early. But you can see some of them are kind of small, like this. But then you come over to these other ones here that are, and they're looking to be a little bit bigger and a little bit more normal size. Actually pretty decent size. At least that of the store-bought ones that, couldn't be anything from genetically modified or otherwise. The fig tree went into full hibernation and didn't finish the growth on some of these figs. So they're literally just sort of shriveling on the vine, but it's not a vine. And I'll be coming by and pruning these here pretty soon. And so it's just going to be a big prune fest, getting everything ready for about 2 months from now. Now, it's been a while since I've been in here and checked out the avocado tree. Let's see how it's doing. All right, let's start low. Well, it looks like we do got growth coming in here, which I should expect that. We had already seen that previously, because you could tell when these tips are browning like that, it's usually in support of new growth coming in. And yeah, we're just kind of seeing that all over the tree. And I think this is going to be the year. I think this is going to be the first year that this tree actually produces avocados. So it's going to be an exciting springtime to see these things flower and actually start taking root. Big Bertha, guavas everywhere. Just guavas, just inundating everything. I come out every other day or so, and I'm picking all these up off the ground and giving them to the chickens. And yeah, it's guava season. Enough said. Pomegranate had already been ready for pruning, but looks like there might be some potatoes growing at its root section. I think that's what it is. I'm unsure. However, let's go ahead and come in over here on the avocado tree. All right, a little, light yellow here, and so, I'm thinking maybe that it might be due to a lack of sun. So once the sun comes up, this thing will bounce back. But you have tips are turning brown, so it looks like it's getting ready for more growth, or that's because of these new leaves that came in. But let's go in there. I'm not seeing any new growth quite yet coming in from the top, so we'll have to see. Ashwagandha, cut that all the way back, so that's allowing lots of sunlight to get to the avocado, but we pulled that back. And let's just real quick jump over here and see if we got we got some eggs here. All right, some nice orange yolks and hard shells. Man, and I gotta admit, every time I come over here to the papaya tree, it's exciting. Oh my goodness, this one is like, check this thing out. It's just amazing, like how thick this base just got so fast, and the ability to hold these heavy fruit. It just happened all just so quickly that it just all grew in so fast. So it's definitely pretty interesting every time I come over here to the papaya tree, and then you can just see there's the next batch coming in. All right, let's check out the Naval orange tree and let's see how we're doing. Last over here, we had a little bit of new growth down low. Here it is. Had that new. Oh, wait a second. We got that new growth too. Oh, oh yes, we're getting in growth. We're getting in what appears to be flowers coming in all over. Heck, this might even be giving us fruit this year. Man, this is a great sign. Man, check it out. That's coming in too. We're getting in growth all over. Finally starting to see some legit growth here on the navel orange tree, and that is exciting because just similar to the semi-dwarf trees, I've been wondering, like, when are we going to see the next growth? But at least for the navel orange tree, the growth is now. And let's finish up with the little engine that could. Okay, so it appears to be, at least it's setting up for the next growth, but it's not quite extending. Oh, hold on a second. Let's see if this can zoom in. We are getting some extension here, but maybe the colder temperatures is kind of holding things back, because typically the little engine that could wouldn't brown at the bottom of the leaves when it was getting ready to grow. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on this just to make sure everything is doing all right. Let's come down here and check out the trunk. Trunk is doing okay. Not seeing anything crazy. It came from seed, so there's no graft down there I got to monitor for. So it might just be, now that it's getting this big, this is what it needs to do to promote the growth. So as long as it's still growing, then I have no complaints. The little engine that could is still handling business. All right, that's going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Again, just wanted to kind of get you guys a quick garden vlog to show you how things are. I am going to be heading out and going jeeping tomorrow. It's just a day trip, so nothing too big. I've done this trip at night and we're basically coming the other direction. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to be too long of a trip, but it should be at least scenic at a minimum. We're going to be doing some canyon creeping out there in the Coachella Valley. But anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.